Good morning, children. Welcome to the class. So, in last NS class, we discussed about the different groups of microorganisms, and in that different group of microorganisms, we learn about some how to observe the bacteria and how to observe fungus, how to observe the algae and everything. And here, another one thing we have to remember here. So, there are several bacteria growing on our skin also. Okay, so many of the diseases will be causing because of only this bacteria only. Okay, and not only bacteria, by using some virus also. Okay, so because of some virus also we can get the diseases, but virus is also one of the another one interesting type of microorganism here. Okay, so here in this these microorganisms we can find in water, soil, and even in air also. Okay, so first one we think we will take here as a soil. Okay, so here you see soil is highly rich in microorganisms such as bacteria, fungi, protozoa, microarthropods also. Okay, so in soil, if you observe the soil, there are we can able to find so many different kinds of bacteria. Okay, so why this bacteria will be there in the soil means that should be very helpful to the very helpful to fertilize the soil to grow the crops. Okay, so the top 8 inches of soil of 1 acre area may contains as such as 5.5 tons of fungi and bacteria. Okay, see, this is the very important thing, children. If you take the soil of 1 acre, if you take the soil of 1 acre area of soil, it must contains 5.5 tons of bacteria and fungi is there. Okay, so this is very much useful for growing crops. Excess use of pesticides kills this bacteria. So whatever the bacteria and fungus is already there in the soil, that should be very helpful to it. But if whenever we are using the excess fertilizers, that should be not good for the bacteria. Okay, so we can see them through a microscope or by growing them in a different media also. Okay, anyway, this one we know already. This bacteria and fungus we are not able to observe by our naked eyes. Definitely here we have to use one powerful microscope only. Okay, so here you see how to observe the microorganisms in soil. They are given one activity, children. So see this activity, all of you. Collect some soil from the field in a beaker or in a glass. So from any field, any soil, we can collect some soil and we can take that one into the glass. Okay, again for that soil we have to add some water and stir it. Okay, then means we have to mix it one. Okay, after some time, after mixing you have to leave for some time. After that, so whenever you leave this one for some time, then the whatever the soil particles, those all will be settled down in the beaker or glass, and remaining water, if you observe remaining water, again we have to take on the lens, and if you observe them under the microscope, you can able to find so many different kinds of bacteria in that water. Okay, so these microorganisms are present everywhere around us. They are present in air, water, and the soil also. Okay, so this is here you see, children, another one important thing they are given. This is the virus, HIV virus they are given. See, viruses are an interesting type of microorganism. So virus, bacteria, these all will be microorganisms only. They behave like non-living things when they are not outside of the living cell. Actually, whenever the virus will be enters into the human body, not only human body, any living organism, then only it will become the active. It will become active. Up to now, whenever it will be not there in any living cell, that should be behaves as the non-living thing. Okay, so but they behave like living organisms when they are inside host living cells and reproduce. So whenever these viruses will be entered into any living cell, then they will be act as the living organism and they starts the reproduce also. Okay, just like bacteria, algae, and means just like bacteria, plants, animals, like that, these all the virus also will be starts to reproduce. But whenever they will start to reproduce, whenever they will be entered into a living organism or living cell only. Okay, so they can only be seen through very powerful electron microscope only. So diseases like polio, swine flu, and conjunctivitis, smallpox, chickenpox, and AIDS also caused by these viruses only. Okay, so virus actually that is a non-living cell. Okay, whenever it will be outside, that should be act as a non-living thing, but whenever it will be entered into a living cell, then it starts to behave as the living thing, and it will be starts to reproduce, means they will increase their number, and because of that one only we get the diseases. Okay, next you see children, there are also present inside the bodies of animals and plants. So these viruses will be also present in inside the body, not only in human beings, even in plants and animals also. They can survive in all types of environments ranging from ice cold climate to hot springs. So these viruses can able to live in any type of climate. Okay, not only in ice cold climate and not only in hot springs also. Okay, deserts and marshy lands, everywhere they can able to survive. Some microorganisms grow on other organisms as parasites, and some may exist independently also. So again in this microorganisms also, some will be lives on another animals, another organisms, and some will be they exist independently. Okay, so here you see diseases like typhoid, tuberculosis, and septicemia, means blood poisoning, are caused by the bacteria. Some of the skin diseases are caused by the fungi, while others by microarthropods and bacteria. Okay, finally these all the microorganisms whatever we are finding here, bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa, and all these viruses also, they caused the diseases. Okay, so diseases like malaria, amoebias are caused by the protozoans also. Okay, by all these microorganisms, by all these different kinds of microorganisms, here we are getting the diseases. Okay, so bacteria are very small or tiny microorganisms. These are very small microorganisms. We must stain before seeing bacteria under microscope only. So smear bacteria on a slide and slightly heat them. Slide, then put drops of crystal violet on the slide. After 30 to 60 seconds, gently wash the slide, dry the slide, and now watch the slide under the microscope in 25x or 40x microscope only. Okay, so this bacteria will be very small. So for this to find this bacteria, here we have to do lot of process. Even though if you want to observe this one by using microscope only, here we have to do lot of process to observe the microscope. Why? Because these bacteria and all the microorganisms are that much of tiny particles. Okay, so this is about the microorganisms, children, and in the next class we'll go for the next lesson. Up to that, all of you should complete your CW and HW also. So in last class I already said to you to write the keywords as the CW, and today's CW we have to go for the question and answers, children. So you should write the question and answers from 1 to 6. Okay, this is the CW for you for the today's class. 1 to 6 questions you have to write. First one, observe some permanent slides of microorganisms in your school lab with the help of microscope. Draw its pictures, means you have to draw the pictures of some microorganisms. Okay, and second one, which organisms are interlinked between living and non-living organisms? What do you know? Next, prepare a model of microorganism. Any microorganism picture you have to draw, and you have to write about that. So like that, 1 2 3 4 5 6 questions you have to write as the CW, and homework also you should write the same questions. 1 to 6 questions you should write one time in your HW. This is the CW, same questions, 1 to 6 questions write as the CW, and same questions you can write as the HW also. Okay, so remaining questions you can write in the next week. Thank you.